The immigrants have been constantly promised by Biden-Harris administration that the U.S. Department of State is actively working to resolve the immigrant visa backlog, but the backlog for U.S. green card applicants has kept staying at alarming levels. Regardless of situation, we have got some significant news to discuss that could have far-reaching implications on immigration policies and the border. In this video, we're going to talk about the Congress that is long overdue for comprehensive action on immigration, and we will see how Bipartisan can help immigrants.
Visit our Swat&Vee channel with your questions to see how best we can help you out your process. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel.
So, without any further delay, now let's get into the video. Last week, when it appeared that the federal government of the United States was going to shut down, some Republicans in Congress pressed for extra expenditure on border security as part of a budget compromise. Even though their last-minute proposal, which also contained major cuts in other federal spending, was not approved, Congress has been sitting on the issue of immigration for far too long without taking any comprehensive action. The process of modernizing and bettering the immigration system in the United States is a complicated and challenging one, and as such, it should not be utilized as a political bargaining chip or as a last-minute bargaining tool in budget discussions. Additionally, proposals for necessary changes, such as reinforcing our borders, offering certainty to newly arrived immigrants, and allowing asylum seekers to work more swiftly, should not be viewed as partisan ideas. It should be modifications that, if done carefully, legislators of any political affiliation should be able to agree to. These adjustments should be made. However, we are not naive and are aware that if Congress has not passed comprehensive immigration reform in decades, it is highly doubtful that it will do so in the current contentious political environment. Nevertheless, revisions are necessary since our immigration system is both antiquated and woefully inadequate, which has resulted in overlapping difficulties. The number of persons trying to enter the United States from Mexico is on the rise once more. This trend is being driven, in large part, by immigrants coming from nations in Central America. Over the course of the preceding calendar year, U.S. Customs and Border Patrol agents reported having more than 2 million interactions with migrants. A system that already has a backlog of court hearings is being put under additional stress as a result of an increase in the number of migrants from countries with deteriorating economic situations, such as Venezuela and Nicaragua, who are trying to enter the United States. House Republicans, in their version of a measure to avert a shutdown the previous week, pressed for funds for additional border security, including a wall, as well as for a revival of the Remain in Mexico policy, which compelled migrants seeking asylum in the United States to remain in Mexico while waiting for court hearings. This policy mandated that migrants remain in Mexico while waiting for their cases to be heard. The policy, which was initiated by the Trump administration, was challenged in court on multiple occasions over the course of several years. The most recent attempt to terminate the program was made by the administration of President Joe Biden, but it was stopped by a federal judge. Mexico is opposed to the policy being reinstated. There was some support in the Senate for incorporating immigration measures in the stopgap funding package, but ultimately, that version of the bill did not pass, and senators ultimately backed a continuing resolution that did not include the border provisions. However, politicians need to figure out a strategy to deal with the ever-increasing number of migrants. This involves allocating funds to bolster the economy of nations such as Nicaragua and Colombia, as well as allocating funds to immigration courts to speed up the processing of asylum and other cases. In the meanwhile, Congress can assist migrants who are already in the United States. For instance, reducing the amount of time required before granting asylum seekers the right to work would not only contribute to the expansion of the labor force in the United States, but it would also enable these immigrants to make a livelihood without having to rely on the assistance of charitable organizations and the government. In addition, the passage of an Afghan Adjustment Act would fulfill pledges made by the United States to our partners in Afghanistan and would assist in providing stability for refugees who fled the nation after it was taken over by the Taliban following the exit of U.S. armed forces 2 years ago. In addition, Congress has been unable to come to an agreement on a long-term solution for the millions of people in our nation who were brought here as children. People who are eligible for deferred action for childhood arrivals can stay in the United States for the time being. However, they do not have a road to citizenship, and no new applications are being accepted. As a result, Many individuals who are referred to as dreamers are in a state of uncertainty as the DACA program continues to face continuous legal challenges. The United States Congress needs to pay attention to these and other current immigration challenges. This attention, on the other hand, will come about as a result of careful negotiation between the two political parties and not as a result of high-stakes, last-minute maneuvering to prevent a shutdown of the government.
I hope you guys found this video extremely helpful. If you know anybody that could benefit from this information, definitely make sure to share this video with them. We are all about empowering you with knowledge. So the more people that can benefit from this video, the more people we want watching this video. If you like this video, please make sure to hit that thumbs icon. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe and hit on the notification bell for more immigration updates. Bye!